Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I'm here today with a sneak peek from Diamond Art Club, so thank you very much Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me. And I have got for you today the absolutely beautiful Rustic Autumn Mill Waterfall by Angela Anderson. And I love this piece. I believe that the artist is actually American, or at least lives in the US, so it's not likely to be somewhere that I know. But the image really reminds me of a place in West Wales, near where we go in the summer for our holidays, called Cennarth. Yeah, I showed it to my husband and he said that straight away. So yeah, we're very taken with it. This is 69.9 centimetres by 93.8 centimetres. So it is a big and beastie painting, as I like to call them. However, it's got a lot of trees, a lot of detail going through it. So it needed to be big. It is a square diamond kit, and let me have a look at the stats. So it has got 51 colours, including 2 Aurora Borealis drills and 4 fairy dust diamonds. And that brings us to only 105,000 odd diamonds. These big ones do contain a lot of drills. So let's take a look at this. This kit is releasing this weekend as part of Diamond Art Club's new releases. So it's going to be available tomorrow, the 2nd of November. And it's going to be available at 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 5 PM UK time if you have VIP early access, which will be if you are a Diamond or Ruby member of Diamond Art Club's rewards tier structure. If you don't have that, don't worry, because the releases will open to you half an hour later. So at 9:30 AM, 12:30 PM or 5:30 PM, depending on your time zone. And if you're in a different time zone, you don't know what that means for you, just plug one of those into Google and it will tell you what that is in your area. Okay, let's take a little peek. I always say this, but I do really enjoy the new style of boxes with the artwork wrapped around it. Makes them really nice and easy to find in my cupboard, but also I like the fact they all have their own boxes and you get a taste of the artwork right there. So inside the box you will find your toolkit, which I'll go through in a minute with you, and a thank you for your purchase little envelope, which also contains the sticker sheet, the stickers for your storage pots, so I'll go through that too. Just going to take a peek and see if I have a trading card. Yeah, I see one down there. What colour did I get this time? That is a bronze. So the trading cards came out quite recently, and it seems like most new kits that are coming out now have these. It's not guaranteed, but the majority that I've had recently have. So they're phasing them in. You're probably more likely to have them than not. And you could receive a bronze, silver, gold or black trading card, which you'll be able to recognise by the border on this side and also by the background, because these vary too. And you'll notice there's a scratch off little thing here, and if you take that off there is a code and you can redeem certain codes together. So if you have a certain number of bronze cards, certain number of silver cards, certain number of gold cards, and you put them all together, you can claim certain rewards, for instance like gift vouchers, or even your very own custom kit, which I would love to get one day. Okay, so I think first off I will look at the toolkit. It is, of course, Diamond Art Club's newer style toolkit. These have been coming out for a few months now. And this is their more premium toolkit that has fewer items in it, but they are higher quality, I think is probably the fairest way to describe it. So you get a roll of baggies. Here is the pen that comes in your kits, and it has their new twist and pick applicator. So let me show you that. If you pull the lid off on this end, oh, that lid's a bit jammed. There you go. You have the applicator here. So this is preloaded with putty, and what you do is you twist it very firmly. It does require a little bit of oomph, and then you will see the putty starting to ooze out of the top. You then pinch off any excess, because you don't want that, because it will just get on your painting. And this is a single placer that you can now use for your kit if you so choose. This is refillable, so this whole piece here, sorry, my camera's trying to focus on the bit behind me. This whole bit here can be pulled out and reloaded with putty or wax if you prefer, because some people aren't such fans of putty. And then on the other end you have got a 4-placer, and inside here there is also a 7-placer and a sort of standard traditional single placer if that's more your jam. Here is some wax as well, again, if you prefer that to putty. And there's also this extra plate of putty. This one seems to have got a bit mangled, it's in a funny shape. But yeah, you can put any of those into the pen. You can put your preferred putty or wax into the pen. So you have all the options available to you, but it is ready to go if that is what you want to do. And then this tray, as you will have seen, comes with a lid. Oops, didn't manage to get everything out. It also has a stopper. These are stackable once you get the lid back on. If you have a few of these, you can stack them one on top of the other. And they're a lot bigger than your standard tray that comes with most diamond paintings, which I really like. It's a nice size, I think. Okay, let me put those away. Next up, this little envelope here contains all sorts of useful information, particularly if you've never purchased from Diamond Art Club before. So I'll put that to one side for now. And inside here you can see you have got step-by-step instructions, you've got tips and tricks, you've got the kit contents just so you can check things off. You've got a link to their VIP Facebook group as well, which is a really helpful resource. You need to have purchased from Diamond Art Club directly before to join, so they will check that your name on Facebook matches the name on your Diamond Art Club account. And here you've got save 20% off your first app purchase. Something I always like to mention is that you can always save money on the list price for a Diamond Art Club kit. So the price you see on the website is never the full price that you need to pay. You can always save a bit of money, even if you've been buying from them for years like I have. If you are a brand new customer, I do have 2 affiliate links in the description box below. You can try CAT20 for 20% off your first ever order, or CAT10 for $10 US off, or the equivalent in your local currency, if you so choose. Don't feel obligated. I would make a small amount of commission if you were to use those, but make sure you definitely do use a discount code because there are plenty available. And then this is where we have all the sticky labels for the storage pots. So these bits on the side are all individual stickers, which are perfect for a logbook if that's what you like to do. Here we have got a sticker of the artwork. Look at those greens. There's going to be some really fun lime green type shades, I reckon. And then here are the stickers. So yeah, only 51 colours. Not that many for this one. I remember the days when 51 was quite a lot of colours, but these days not so much. I guess there is so much of this that is green, like it's clearly going to be a lot of green drills and a lot of grey drills and just certain dominant colours that I imagine there will be lots and lots of bags of those colours. But it's a really pretty colour palette. You can see all the different shades of green there. And lovely clear symbols. Everything looks nice and clear. Down here are the 2 ABs, so it looks to be an orange one and a sort of blue-grey one. And then the 4 fairy dust, so a yellow one, a pale blue, a green, and a sort of darker blue or teal. We shall see. I'll look at the drills properly in a moment. But yeah. Okay, on with the kit. Diamond Art Club kits come sealed in this dust cover, which is handy just for an extra layer of protection if anything happens to your kit in transit, because you know what can happen. And I like to keep my kits stored as they came in these dust covers and in their boxes. And all my kits have been absolutely as good as new by the time I've come to work on them, even if I've had them for ages. Diamond Art Club kits come with this gorgeously soft backing. It's called tarpaulin. I believe they have it trademarked, and no one else has a canvas that feels quite like this. It's very luxurious, very strokable. Okay, look at all these drills. Green, 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 just as you would think. Lovely, lovely shades though. Actually a fair few blues, because I guess there's all that water in the middle. Lots of greys, as anticipated, and some really bright pops of colour as well. Those are going to be pretty. Okay, I'm going to have a peek at the canvas, I think, and then I'll go through the drills with you. I'm not going to be able to show it all on my on your screen at once, because I can't get far enough away from it, but I will pan over it in a little bit. So what I'm going to do, if I can, because it's fighting me, is roll it back on itself so that I can flatten it out. Making a bit of a meal of this. And then we can take a peek. I'm expecting lots of confetti because there are lots of trees, and trees basically always mean confetti in diamond painting. I've learned through the years as someone who enjoys landscapes a lot, but absolutely worth it because I love the way that they rendered them. Okay. Here it is. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry about the glare. I'm filming at night, so there's no way around it because otherwise you won't see anything. But I'll move around so you will see everything. So you've got all these gorgeous colours reflected in the water. That's why there's all these lines, because it's capturing the reflection. I love the water that really, you can see it looks like it's flowing. And then up at the top, you've got all of the trees. Gorgeous red trees here and here, and then a beautiful wall of green. It's such a nature-y painting, isn't it? This one would be beautiful on my wall. And in my head, it would definitely be Canaf, all right? I feel like this sort of view is somewhere you could find in a lot of places. Maybe everyone's got their own version for where it is. I'd love to know where it actually is, though. So yeah, I see a fair amount of confetti. I mean, it doesn't look like the most intense confetti I've ever done, but I know that trees always lull me into a false sense of security. I look at it and think, oh, it doesn't seem too bad, and then it usually is a lot of confetti. But I will say, for trees, it doesn't look too confetti heavy. I see a fair few small blocks of colour within it, but yeah. Let's be realistic. It's going to be confetti heavy. I love the rendering on this as well. That looks really neat and tidy. Oh, what a beautiful piece. Okay, I think I will now go through the drills. So I'm going to bring the camera in and go through all of them with you so you can see what you'll be working with if you buy this kit. Right, so I've got them all out of their bags, and as you would expect with only 51 colours in really quite a large painting, there's some hefty bags of drills here. Lots of colours that there'll be quite significant amounts of in the painting. Makes kitting up quicker anyway. So, first off, here's a lovely lime green, just like I was expecting to find in here. This is 3819. Then I've got the first fairy dust. This yellow here is Z743. Fairy dust, if you're not familiar with the term, has this glitter effect on it. It's kind of hard to see through the bag, but hopefully you can get a little glimpse of it. Although I think a lot of these are facing the wrong way. Let's try there. Can you see the glitter tops on some of them? So those are a really pretty form of accents in the painting. Then I've got 988, and then... ooh, 3 bags of this fairy dust, Z907. So it's going to be chock full of this one. 844, 930, 2 bags of 3799. How many? 3 bags of 701, 1 bag of 500, 414, 2 bags of 702, and 2 bags of 3818. Next up, I have got 169 and 939. 931, that's a lovely colour. I love blues, and this sort of grey blue is just really pretty. And here is the first AB. So I think most people know what ABs are, but just in case, here is a good example because you can see that lovely glitzy coating on it. And again, these are just another way that you get really pretty accents in paintings. Then I've got 3 bags of 986, 2 bags of 3853, 823, 581, 2 bags of that. 6021. This number, if you're a bit of a geek like me and you notice the numbers and you're thinking, well, that's an odd number. This 6000 series are the colours that Diamond Art Club manufactures in-house because they found there was a gap in the DMC range and there were some colours that they just didn't have. So they produced their own, which is cool. And then I've got 2 bags of 317, 924, 321, 413, 2 bags of that, and 3819. I feel like we already had some 3819, possibly an extra bag of that, or it's just similar. And then I have got 3857, 453, 3865, 336, 3864, 841, 902, 3777, 157. That is such a pretty shade of blue. I love that. 932, very similar, but just slightly more grey tone. I'm loving the blues in this kit. 928, 869, 355, 3801. Wow, what a beautiful bright pop of colour that one's going to be. Z3809, another fairy dust drill for you. Very pretty. 813, Z775. Is that all of the fairy dust now? Possibly. And again, an absolutely gorgeous shade of blue. 892, love that. 732 and AB3810. I don't think I've ever had this one before. That is super pretty as well. Their special drills in this kit are gorgeous and some colours I don't think I've had in special drills before. And then I've got 301, 2 bags of 3345, 989, 350, 2 bags of that, sorry, 580, 2 bags of that, and 800 and 169. So there are some absolutely beautiful shades of green and blue and reds and even pinks in this painting. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it's going to be such a beautiful natural kind of palette, which I think will be very enjoyable to work on. I'm going to pan over the canvas for you now so that you can see it all more up close, and then I'll come back and see if I can figure out where some of those special drills go. Gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so here are my special drill symbols, which I'm going to try and spot. Okay, so the orange AB first of all. Let's have a look where that might be. I see little bits through here, these kind of orangey bits in the reflection, and I'm guessing, yeah, there's quite an orangey tree here, so they're in that. And then also the wheel and a little bit up in this tree up here as well. And then this one, which I always think of as a division symbol, even though it's not, because that would be, you know, sort of diagonal. But anyway, this gorgeous, gorgeous blue. Now, where can I find that? Okay, I could not see that one for looking for ages. And then I eventually found it up in this section here and a little bit through here. Oh, and actually it's over there as well. And here. Now I've spotted it, I can see it everywhere. And then E is the yellow fairy dust, and that is all through this section. So actually when I looked at the painting and I thought this area was all sort of lime green, the accents in it are more of a yellowy colour. Is it anywhere else? Not much, if any. And then A for the light blue one is, yeah, there's some of it through here, all speckled through the water, I believe. Water's something that really benefits from accents from special drills in a painting. So I see a few through there, and then the roof up here, and I think that's possibly it. And then I've got a green pregnant stick, which is ours. There were 3 bags of that, weren't there? And they are also all through this tree section here, including up here where there's just loads of it. And a little bit through here, and a little bit through here. And also down here in this reflection. Okay. And then last up is this square against a sort of blue teal background. Sorry, I'm shedding hairs. And I see that here, and a little bit through here, and is that about it? No, there's a little bit up here as well. So there's loads of special drills in this kit actually, absolutely loads up in the trees at the top, and then through the water, which is kind of like where you'd expect, right, because water kind of glistens. And then also a fair bit in the reflection of the plants in the water down here. So that all makes perfect sense to me. I do enjoy the way Diamond Art Club chart their special drills, because I'm very much a kind of not too much, not too little approach with them. So there you have it. This is Rustic Autumn Mill Waterfall. Do let me know in the comments below if this is going into your basket tomorrow, or if it's going on your wish list, or just if this is your cup of tea in general. I love landscapes, and I just love the peace and tranquility of a scene like this. It definitely helps that I've attached it to a place that I know in real life. It gives me that, you know, that glow when I look at it. But yeah, very, very pretty. So I'll just repeat those times for you. If you get early access to paintings, you can pick this up at 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 5 PM UK time tomorrow. And if you need to wait for general release, that's only half an hour later at 9:30 AM Pacific time, 12:30 PM Eastern time, or 5:30 PM UK time. Actually, do you know what? I've just thought, our clocks have gone back here, and I don't know if they have in the States. So I'm going to check what the time actually is over there and see if I've actually given you the right times there. It might be a little different for us over here in the UK. And I will put a correction up on screen. Well, I'll have done that for the first time I ran through these timings. But anyway, that's a job for editing, Cat. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it. And if you've not yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you stick around. So please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.